And hello, all. This is Lala Madness with another episode of the Fierce Review. And you know where to find me at. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and all social media platforms at Lala Madness, as well as check out more videos on YouTube. So, in this episode of the Fierce Review, we'll be discussing KMichelle was asked by a fan on Twitter about how she felt about Kirk Frost and Rasheeda's little baby situation. You know, the baby that he had on her with the Jasmine chick. Okay. So she did reply. Yes, all the messy, juicy tea. So she replied and said that she can't deal with no stranger babies. Now, I didn't say that. KMichelle did. So we're going to go with that. And I got a little background for you, some more juicy tea. Now, if you recall, that Kirk actually got the lady named Jasmine Blue pregnant, and she and Kirk actually have a 2-year-old son named Cannon that, come to find out, Kirk ended up helping name. And he's been in the child's life for pretty much since she was pregnant. Remember, he moved her into the same apartment that he had ended up getting a apartment in, that was the business apartment and all this and that. And she also was on the last 2 seasons of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, where she showed up at Rasheeda's job, well, her business, talked to her mom, showed up to several events and made her presence known that she had a baby by Kirk and wanted the DNA test and blah, 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 blah. So, then it all came out that he really was in the child's life and he was there from the beginning and he knew about it, and it kind of went left when, they decided, I guess, when she wanted to kind of make it public and all of this. So then it got messy. Okay. So now this season, pretty much, Rasheeda has been dealing with everything as a whole, as far as accepting the child and accepting that her husband had a child on her by this Jasmine chick. And I have to say, last season she did handle it like a lady, because Jasmine, boo boo, as many places as you showed the fuck up events, whole ass situations, whole ass meetings and club appearances, girl, bye. Your ass would have been child. Rasheeda, girl, kudos, because Jasmine, you need to sit your ass down when it comes to all that there. Know your damn place. You was the side piece / baby mama. And yeah, have a whole seat, get your test done, request your child support, work out visitation, and go away. That part. That's kind of what you do in those situations. Go figure. But Rasheeda, you handle that like a boss, because you didn't tear her motherfucking head off during those situations. Anyway, now, there's breaking news as of this week. Okay. Since the new season that aired this week, tensions are rising again because between Kirk, Rasheeda, and Jasmine. So Rasheeda stated, even though it's been hard, I'm ready to accept Cannon as part of my family. She said in a confessional setting, you know how they go in and the camera's on and they have their little moments or whatever have you. Okay. So now, however, after noticing that Cannon was still wearing pull-ups, Rasheeda she made a comment. She said, "This is my first time meeting Cannon, and yes, it's a bit of an eye opener. Yes, he is in his terrible twos, but I ain't gonna lie. If he was being raised in my household, ain't no pull-ups at two." Now, Jasmine replied via social media to defend her mothering skills against Rasheeda's statement. She said that they only want to be involved with the baby when it's time to film, and instead of criticizing her skills, they should help out with the potty training efforts. Now, okay, that I do agree with. I mean, if you feel like you can do it better, y'all need to go ahead and help with that. But you can't be mad if your baby still is in fucking diapers at a whole ass 2 years old. Now, some babies do the 2.5 thing. I get it. Okay, more power to you. But your baby's still wearing diapers, and it's clearly an obvious statement, like your child is wearing diapers. So why would you be mad about me making a statement that your child is wearing diapers? Pull-ups, whoever, at whatever age. That is a fact. So now if you would like assistance, then that's when you say, hey, like, damn, assist a nigga. But don't wait because they on the show, and they on the show, so they gonna say what the hell they gonna say. And so you wait to go on social media and say what you gotta say. I mean, you wasn't ashamed when you brought his ass over there with them pull-ups on, so don't be ashamed if they comment about it, period. Anyway, My son was off the damn about life, for instance. Kids do different things at different ages, stages, all that great stuff. So now my son was off the bottle at 9 months. Like, I was not having it. Okay, now he walked at 9 months because the reason he got the bottle. Sorry, yeah. The reason he was off the bottle at 9 months is because he asked to drink out of my cup. I politely gave him some, knowing they gonna backwash and shit, but I wanted to see. And I told him, if you can drink this without wasting any or that much, then you will be having no more bottles. Like, what's the point? And he proved to me that he could, and therefore his ass had a sippy cup after that. Boot, bottle, gone, dead. All right, you just killed it because you should prove to me that you can do something else. Okay, so we elevated. Now, same thing with, he learned how to walk at 9 months because I wasn't having that either. Like, you want to be pulling around, scooting up, doing all this here. Then I went and bought one of them Winnie the Pooh things, strapped his ass to the front, you know, to the little thing with the wheel that time go around. Okay, strapped him to it. And then, you know, I let him go. Now, of course, you walk behind them because you can't afford to have no oopsies, none of that. So you walk behind them just to make sure that they can maintain their balance, and then off they go. They eventually realize that my legs need to work in order to move forward and in order to not fall on my face. So they actually get that in a second. They're not dumb. They're humans. Their brains work. So with repetition, all of a sudden you walk in. So that's how that works. So at the end of the day, the same thing with the toilet. Put him on it. I guarantee he'll start using it. Okay? So now at the end of the day, I don't know what to say about that. KMichelle made her statement, said ain't no stranger babies. I mean, how do you feel about that? I personally know that I can't deal with being with somebody after you done had a whole baby on me. Like, it's happened to me before, and his ass is an ex just for that reason. Like, what happened? You had a baby and you want me to do what? Wipe some ass? Be a babysitter? Be a step parent to do what? I don't mind being a step parent to nothing that was here before I arrived. But if this shit arrived, I ain't doing no break babies and none of that shit. Period. Like, no. So, I mean, I'm not mad at you, KMichelle. I ain't no stranger babies coming up in here either. I mean, maybe she could have been a little bit more sensitive about the subject, but you asked the girl a question and that was her damn answer. Go figure. That's how she felt about it. Now, as far as this pull-up situation, Lil Jasmine and Kirk and Rasheeda, y'all do a group effort to potty train him and get him together. And then he won't be pissing and shitting, and nobody won't have to smell no damn near grown man shit, because that's the grown man shit, because they eat what the fuck we eat. So at the end of the day, I get it. Yeah, let's get a regimen going. Let's get the potty training 1, 2, 3s going. Woo, woo, woo. All right, and we might can work as a collaborative effort together, everybody, to get this potty training done. And if you need some assistance, call me. I got you that's been potty trained, and I potty trained many others. All right, then. And follow me on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and also all of my videos are on YouTube as well at Lala Madness. And you've tuned in to another episode of The Fierce Review. And until next time, mwah.